Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic. What are the things every man should at least try even though they are stigmatized as gay or unmanly? Moisturizing. Take care of your skin, boys. I second this. Skincare is a must. Especially for people working outside all day, a good moisturizer in the morning which has a decent SPF rating will not only protect you against UV damage, it'll make you silky smooth. Any recommendations? In the morning, if my face is a little puffy, I'll put on an ice pack while doing my stomach crunches. I can do 1,000 now. After I remove the ice pack, I use a deep pore cleanser lotion. In the shower, I use a water-activated gel cleanser. Then a honey almond body scrub. And on the face, an exfoliating gel scrub. Then apply an herb mint facial mask, which I leave on for 10 minutes while I prepare the rest of my routine. I always use an aftershave lotion with little or no alcohol, because alcohol dries your face out and makes you look older. Then moisturizer, then an anti-aging eye balm followed by a final moisturizing protective lotion. The funny part is that Christian Bale was so committed to method acting that he actually did this routine every morning while making the movie. Is this from a serial killer movie? Telling your male friends you love them. Just at the end of high school my group had several deaths occur. Car accident, cancer, suicide and a couple murders. Now in my current group we say love you after most conversation. Some people think it weird but fuck 'em. People aren't around forever. Better to let them know how you feel while you can. Similar story. Grew up in a tough area. Very little affection until we had a bad year when several people in our circle had died. After that, everything changed. I moved away so I don't see those guys very much. But whenever we talk, they always say love you at the end of conversations. Still feels a little weird, but it's a nice sentiment since an untimely demise became real very suddenly. Mental health can be unaddressed for a large portion of a man's life. Love is an element of staying healthy. It is possible that we may not need as much affection, or that we can go longer without it. A good analogy is that someone with extremely high pain tolerance may be suffering from a very serious injury, for a long time, before they recognize the problem. I'm all in on the bidet. Bought it for my parents as kind of a prank gift and my dad wouldn't let my mom keep it. I don't want water shooting up my ass. I kept it and wouldn't go back. Way cleaner, surprisingly refreshing, and I was the one laughing when nobody could find toilet paper in the stores. A roll lasts me forever now. Spent a couple of weeks in Japan last year, where bidets are nearly universal. First day there, when I got to my hotel room I had to use the Google Translate app to figure out how to work a toilet. By the third day, I couldn't imagine going back to paper. When I got home, I installed one at my house. And yep, when the pandemic struck, toilet paper was not on my list of things to worry about. I had a stop in Korea for a flight. Used one once, got home and bought one immediately. Also can't imagine going back and was glad to not have to worry about running out of TP. If I remember correctly, social workers are mostly female, but young boys need good male role models too, and there should be a demand for male social workers since there are so few of them. So, being a social worker. But then you get to deal with man who wants to work with kids equals pedo stereotype. Normalizing men caring for kids is how you erase the stereotype. We also need to pay social workers a lot more. Can you write a letter to my boss please? Being verbally and physically affectionate, if you're comfortable with contact in general, with your boys. I tell my boys I love them. I hug my boys. I kiss my boys before a night of wrestling and howling at the moon. Araga kissed Boromir. You gonna tell me Araga was unmanly? Good luck saving Gondor without your boys, coward. Edit, I had a bad day and came home to find all these lovely awards spattered across my post. Thank you, guys. Made my day. Double edit, in the interest of transparency, I'm childless and meant guy friends by my boys. That said, it applies to sons as well and it's wonderful to see so many loving fathers identifying with this. I'm a man. My grandfather taught me to solder. Smoked more than 2 packs a day. Worked until his 80s. Once burned off a tick on the end of another man's dick with the cigarette he was smoking at the time. Had 10 heart attacks before the 11th one killed him. Used to take me to elementary school each day. He would give me a kiss and say have a good day honey. He was metal as fuck, but it didn't stop him from showing love to us boys. We used to sit on his deck and share root beer floats. Damn, I miss Gramps. Edit, wow, I ran errands and opened Reddit to a bunch of people who could fondly remember their grandparents. That's awesome. I could explain the tick on a dick, but I'd actually rather leave it to conjecture and nightmare fuel. Thanks for the awards. You all are very kind. Tick on a dick. I know what my nightmares will be. When my husband and I first started dating, I turned him on to the magic of baths. We did face mask and bath bombs, which he really thought would explode, and bath salt, which he was worried would make him a zombie. Now he drags me into Lush and asks if after our date nights if we can take a bath. I keep talking about when we buy a house. And he follows up with it needs a nice tub. Edit, y'all keep making references on this, but I don't know what you are referring to. Please pretend all I do is take baths. I just want to know what is being referenced. Edit 2, it's not just friends being referenced. Monica. I drew my own bath, but I did it wrong. The water's tepid. The salt didn't dissolve and is now lodged places. And the scents I used don't complement each other. I've said this before. The thing with baths as a girly thing is that women's preference for baths is just pure biology. The difference between male and female physiology leads to women being much more likely to enjoy baths than men, because women are much more like to fit in the damn bathtub. But seriously though, how did introducing your husband to baths work? Like, was this at a spa or something? I was super depressed when I met my husband, so I took a lot of depression baths and depression naps. He started joining me, made them a happy thing instead, so I made them a happy thing for him as well. American bathtubs are weirdly small, half of your body is out of the water or scrunched up. You can actually lie down flat in European bathtubs unless you are tall. I fucking love baths, but I'm 6'3" and 220 pounds. The issue is just the length of the bath, so I can fit my elephant legs in comfortably, but the sheer amount of water I displace. If I filled the bath as much as my girlfriend did, I'd flood the bathroom getting into the goddamn thing. Archimedes can suck a fat one. Don't not try something because you're afraid of seeming unmanly. Worrying about how manly you appear to the world is actually the least manly thing you can do. One would be the manliest man if he did whatever he wanted no matter what society tells him. Skincare. I don't understand why is so gendered. Why ads focus on you can put this black/navy skincare product and still be manly. Its skin is an important human organ, and actually not that different in needs from man/woman. Everyone needs to wash your face properly and to protect it from dehydration and sun damage. The marketing for men's skincare is so cringeworthy it's just unreal. Instead of just here is moisturizer, you need to use this to not have shitty skin problems. It's always Ultra Face Shield to the fucking maximum or Pro Super Power Glide razor blades for shaving your manly face. I just want a cleanser, I'm not looking to invade a country. Try sewing. I'm the seamstress, sea master. For my family. Fixing clothing and making curtains at sea can be just as useful as fixing a car, and comes in handy more frequently. Edit, as some have pointed out, you shouldn't make your own curtains, for fire safety reasons. I only made a one long set into two smaller sets. My main sewing tasks are Halloween related and mending favorite pajama pants. Also, thanks for the gold. Seamster for male. Getting a massage. My son never had one and I convinced him to get one. He felt so relieved. Why would that be stigmatized? I used to go regularly. They meant getting a massage from a man, Costa style. Going to the spa. Dick or no dick, we all deserve to be pampered every once in a while. Treat yourself. 2011. Thinking, talking about and understanding your emotions. Man, that's deep. I was just going to say but play. That can be deep too. Cocktails, they are delicious, and I've found some of the tastiest come in the daintiest glasses and have the effeminate/flirty names, Pink Passion, Sweet Sea Crest Blue, Sex on the Beach, etc. That aren't the manliest to say /order. Went on a work night over Christmas, I work in a factory, and got endless shit about ordering gin and tonics and espresso martinis. Literally could not give one solitary shit, they taste great. Gin and tonics are considered unmanly. Cooking, fucking hell, don't rely on others for something you need every day. Deliveries and takeaways are expensive, and it's really satisfying when you whip up something and it's delicious. Eating noodles and microwave meals all the time isn't really that much better too. You can make a pretty good pasta for like $1-3 or so per portion. And to those men who say I'd just marry someone who cooks, yeah right, what if the one doesn't know how to cook? Edit, just like Chef Gusteau said, anyone can cook here. Edit 2, typo. Cooking is a weird one, because the idea that it is unmanly only applied to domestic cooking. Professional and recreational, grilling, were considered men's work. Yay, most chefs are men, and for some reason I've always been treated weird when I talk to co-workers about cooking dinner when I get home.